Welcome to EPG Pathashala in Criminology. I am Dr. G.S. Venumadava, Assistant Professor in Criminology and Forensic Science, Karnataka University, Dharwad. I would like to explain about the role of NGOs in crime prevention. With learning outcome, we will be knowing that brief introduction to working of NGOs. NGOs as community crime prevention methods through education, prison education, legal aid, community policing, role of community in crime prevention, protection of child, crime prevention, education, non-governmental organizations can play a vital role in nipping social crime in but work towards the prevention of crime. They play a very important role in community safety and criminal justice. The advantages of involving NGOs are many. First of all, these organizations have local expertise and link with the local actors. They are often able to gain access to areas of conflict where officials representatives should not or cannot go. The warring factions generally regarded NGOs as impartial, humanitarian, and makes them effective as operating partners in peace initiatives. They should step in where the police are unable to take charge. NGOs can play a constructive role in bringing awareness about the ill effects of crime and social disorganization. Committing on the role of NGOs, they were strikers at the root of any problems. NGOs are counsel victims of domestic violence, dowry, juvenile in conflict with law, human trafficking, child labor, education, and female feticide, other major crimes. Preventive work are done through the NGOs. The academician also landmark initiated by social and political wings in raising their voice against the growing problems. The field of criminal justice and its elements such as legislation, criminal arrest, trial and punishment are areas of governance that have always been under sovereignty of states, and governments saw themselves as its only custodian. Prevention of crime also was no exception, but governments invariably changed their exclusivist and focus orientation attitudes to a cooperative approach to support victims by passing time. Inability of governments and its consequences such as increasing crimes, especially transnational crimes. In most of the time, NGOs are working for the betterment of the individual as well as the society by giving the legal aid, medical assistance, housing, psychological counseling, and particular legal rights, language support, material assistance, employment, education, and training opportunity. NGOs not only assist the crimes related to human, it works in broader sense with reference to wildlife protection, crime against wild animal, protection of endangered species, crime against environment, and the protection of the environment. NGOs working in crime prevention with the police organization as community and it having its own responsibility that maintain proper channel to overcome the relevant problem where it tried to overcome and prevent the crime in its own under the prescribed law of action. Prevention of crime through government and non-government agencies leads different dimension of aspects where government body works on pure legal base which is prescribed, where non-government organizations works with legal base and humanitarian base with vulnerable aspects of the society. The non-government organizations works on particular issues with complete dimensional approach towards the problem and prevention. The definition of non-governmental organizations: NGOs are organizations that understanding and feeling of some individuals or groups on a social need is base of their establishment and emergence because structure of the organization is such that it can meet the needs. Perhaps we can never understand where and when to establish the first NGO. However, NGO is a non-governmental organization with certain and non-governmental structure. It is also non-profit and voluntarily, and majority of its finance it's funded by sector and can meet needs to all or part of its community. Internationally, organizations and institutions have offered numerous definitions on NGOs, that some of them includes any international organizations that has not been established with government approval as considered as a non-governmental organization. This was suggested in the resolution of the UN Economic and Social Council in February 1950 that was used for various types of organizations that were active at national level features of public organizations. It is necessary to identify and explain special features of NGOs to better distinguish them from other similar organizations and civil society components. For this purpose, we can mention non-governmental, autonomy, non-profit, voluntarily, public interested and self-tendency as fundamental characteristics of NGOs method. Due to the large scope of activities of non-governmental organizations, which it can be said to include all government non-ruling actions such as cultural, social, scientific, technological, educational and other activities, as well as their structure and level of their activity, it is not easily possible to divide them comprehensively. Therefore, the made divisions in the context are regulated from level and viewpoint of authorities on non-governmental organizations, and they have provided their special classification by taking into account particular aspect of the organizations. Some of these categories are summarized in the following classification based on activity. Orientation. Orientation means activities that NGOs deal with them. In general, orientation of NGOs is considered in 6 areas: welfare, development, support, education, networking and research. Many NGOs are active in more than particular field and may even focus on 4 or 5 areas. Division based on level of operations. In these divisions, NGOs are divided into 3 categories: local, national and international. Local organizations provide services in a limited geographical area for particular individuals, whether their numbers or others. National organizations are active across the country. These NGOs are mainly active in developing countries. International organizations are organizations with seat in several countries and they are active in more than one country. Division based on structure, accordingly NGOs are divided into traditional and modern organizations. The traditional organizations have no very organized structures and deal with charity and emergency affairs. These organizations have a stronger relationship and dependence with the deprived class of community, mainly engaged in production and occupation activities and provide clear and tangible service in contrast to the strengths. There are also weak points such as providing services mainly in emergency and crisis situations, less attention to civil and preemptive works, their welfare activities for poor people cause their dependence and reduce self-reliance, social workers, less using scientific development and modern methods of management. In the organizations of the role of NGOs in crime prevention, NGOs are the most important civil institution and requirements of a civil society that can organize and institutionalize people's participation in Iran. New active NGOs in crime prevention are at the beginning of the way. Since developing the third development plan, NGO have been mentioned and it can be considered all roles of civil society to show civil partnership in preventing crime. For non-governmental organization, NGO play an important role in education and educational performance in crime prevention, monitoring, performance and dealing with preventing crimes by non-governmental organizations. NGO are considered in 2 categories: traditional organizations, their root in national and religious cultures and beliefs with cultural functions; new organizations, they have certain identity and specific status with new approaches including crime prevention. There is emphasized on regulatory role of crime prevention by non-governmental organizations, but we have no clear criminal policy in this area, and there has not been considered a particular place to monitor preventing crime. We don't ignore referring to spontaneous activity of non-governmental organizations in support of vulnerable people. NGOs should be activated for social rehabilitation of criminals. As a result, ability of public interest institutions can be used to prevent recurring crime in activities of preventing crimes. The consequences should be based on evidence and identifying damages of the victim. Activities of preventing crime are particular and functional wherever. Crime prevention through social development. A recent study by the Ministry of Justice estimates the total cost of expenses attribute to the criminal acts in actually invariably crime constitutes one of the main source of local preoccupations. The prevention is not only police concern. Let's get involved. It is a sound investment. Maybe you are asking yourself where to start, where to intervention, what to do to become involved. The advice on crime prevention which follows will help you answer those questions. They are grouped in 4 information modules. The causes of criminal activity are complex. We know, however, that the combination of several factors can bring an individual to commit criminal acts. We call them risk factors. What is crime prevention through social development? Crime prevention through social development is a strategy which favors the struggle against the underlying causes of criminal activity and victimization. It is a long-term approach which requires the mobilization of the dynamic force within a community. Every criminal act has consequences, first for the victim, then on his surroundings, and sometimes even on the entire community. The most effective way and the least expensive of preventing crime is to intervene early to assist those who risk become offenders or victims. NGOs prevention of crimes through providing legal aid, providing the legal assistance to the needful one. Legal aid and assistance to refer human rights issues, submits the reports to the government to take the relevant action towards the particular problem to prevent it. Legal support to the victim, women who suffered from domestic violence, dowry, child marriage, sexual harassment, victim and other support the society with full legal action to keep out the criminals out of the society and work for welfare and the safety of the victim. NGOs protection of child, non-governmental organizations are very caretaking with a child like orphans, street children, abandoned child and special child who need medical attention like psychological, mental disorder, treatment, working towards the rehabilitate the juvenile who is in conflict with law, providing the education for slum children, protect the child from being a labor, protection of child from trafficking, against sexual assault, abuse and forced labor in factory, home, etc. They help child to rehabilitate by providing the family environment through legal adoption of the child. Rehabilitation of criminals, prevention in broader sense provides the education that can change the individual's life. NGOs are also more active in prison organization where they can educate the prisoners and give the occupational training and skills for the personality development, given education to aware to self actualization, understand the oneself. Computer education, distance education, organizations and maintain progress support make individual to mentally fit after release from the prison, who can easily adjust with the outer society and not to engage in criminal activity. Training for the opponent prisoner, keep under the observation prisoner under the probation. NGOs as community, it helping the legal bodies to prevent the crime through keeping data up to date, helping in observation on suspected person, probation on those who released from the prison, keeping contact with the communal members, reintegration of community informing the suspicious activity to the policy, and concerned body taking the action with help of legal supervision, educate the public on legal body maintain, police, public relation, etc. Providing education through NGOs. Education is a such tool that changes the face of individual. It brings the changes in thought of individual and behavior pattern. NGO providing the education to the children to make them productful to the society, providing education to the needful one, creating awareness regarding the education in society, providing occupational training, education to needed one, skill development education, personality development education to the prisoner, street children, observation home and children home. NGOs are very much needed organization in crime prevention, where they are working with the root cause of the problem and study the grassroots level of the problem. With the help of public and their interest, it is also important that the giving full pledge support to the non-government organization to the combat the particular problem, improving NGO government cooperation. There are a number of ways in which the capabilities of the NGOs and government can be more effectively. Institutional mechanisms for cooperation or consultation both in the field and the headquarters can be made more effective. Policy and strategies in key areas can be more closely coordinated, or at least a dialogues can be established. Both NGOs and governments need to acknowledge the importance of the others' role in conflict resolution and peace building, and NGOs and governments need to work together to play a more active part in case of infrastructure conflict, by example by taking prevalent measures, improving humanitarian coordination and contributing to greater international to tackle crime effectively. Communities to be consulted on the face and the how tackle them, involving the public presents challenges as well as opportunities, but can lead to the greater trust in the criminal justice system. Increasing number of states have been adopting evidence-based particularly appropriate the preventing and reducing crimes. They involve sectors of including non-governmental organizations, academia and the private sector, key participants in crimes prevention. The police in particular have a key role to play, working with the public and communities to prevent and control crime through community-oriented policing and similar approaches that encourage consultative and collaborative arrangements between police and citizens. Furthermore, courts play important role through restorative justice. Prosecutors' contribution to the prevention of crime by considering alternative to prosecutors and legal aid providers, pro bono lawyers and volunteers also assist with the access to justice for those the mean of defense lawyer, national and local participation, community participation in crime prevention and criminal justice involves the active cooperation of local residents and other organizations, and has no long as history of accomplished in many countries around the world. Government are increasingly communities and civil society organizations to prevent crime and violence because of their knowledge of local problems and capacity to reach out vulnerable at risk segments of society. In fact, community involvement has become an essential component of crime prevention in all kinds of partnership involving municipalities, the police, the school, health and societal services and the private sectors. Communities can get involved in their treatment, rehabilitation and reintegration of offenders through programs. Under such offenders are conditionally conditional release, they have to attend the society overcrowded problem for many communities. There are need to the reformation. For the purpose of that, they have to attend for the purpose of reintegration and rehabilitation of offenders are crucial. Partnership and cooperation with the communities, the business sector and non-governmental organizations to employ ex-prisoners are critical for reducing re-offending and for assisting with their social reintegration. Community policing seeks to change the relationship between police and the community through dialogue. To be effective, it needs to be respond to the specific needs to the most at-risk groups such as women, young people, elderly people, ethnic minorities, migrants, displaced people and refugees. Approaches include food patrols, neighborhood police, consultative councils, police lectures at schools and universities, and specialized activities bringing together the police and the community, especially young people. Women's police stations or gender desks have been set up in some countries to improve the police response towards uniqueness of women. The provision of legal services of also utmost importance as an essential element in a fair, human and efficient system based on the rule of law. In many countries, the growing number of community-based groups providing different types of legal services has helped to extend the reaction of legal aid. Role of the NGOs, basically there is sufficient for the population with the popularizing the services. Criminal justice system making it more accessible to the general public, needed for United Nations guidelines within the many factors working against broad-based public participation in crime prevention and criminal justice, such as lack of knowledge of participatory process and public mistrust of the government. The development of United Nations guidelines would be useful tool to the assist states and others in this area. Achieving this coordination and cooperation will require an attitude of give and take on the part of both governments and the NGOs. There will be the times when difficult to reach a common position to times when NGOs and government will have to agree to disagree. A mode of cooperation with NGOs has been developed that has proved effective, and the NGOs frequently display impressive creativity in solving the practical problems. Altogether, NGOs frequently display impressive creativity in solving the practical problems and play an important role in paving the way for this implementation of conflict resolution measures. Thank you for watching.